Hello all you beautiful people, how you doing here today? This is Love It Temptress and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome, hi! So today we're going to be talking about a mod and this one is called Prefab. It has some really awesome stuff, some blocks, and some schematics for buildings. Now the first one I'm going to show you is the Welcome Center. The only way to get this one is if you're an admin or have cheats enabled. So this one creates this little one called the Welcome Center. We're going to go over on how to use these. I will break this up into chapters. We're going to go over the recipes after we take a look at the Welcome Center. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through the recipe for each schematic, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's built. But we do need a lot of stuff in order to build those, so we are going to have to go over those recipes first. So, first of all, when you go to build this, you place it down on a block, so like I would place it here. You can preview. Well, here I've already done one, so it says structure complete because I already have it. This is actually the block that I used to place it down. So this is exactly what it would look like. But if you hit preview, it'll actually show you where it's going to go. So for instance, if I go over here and go to preview, it's going to show me what it's going to look like as built. But it's also going to overtake anything that's in its way. So you just left click to get rid of it, and that's what you do. So let's take a look at this beautiful Welcome Center, which you could use for anything, but it would be especially useful if you have like a server. You can put server rules and stuff in here. It has all kinds of stuff. It's beautiful. Even cake here. You can even make it where nobody could destroy it, but possibly use some of the stuff upstairs and do what it says. But you could also put like your rules and stuff on the signs here. Those were already there. I just, added. Subscribe if this helps you. All right, so this one has both a downstairs. Creepy looking, right. So this one is just the creep factor, but you also have melons and pumpkins there. But if we go to, not this part is a secret entrance part, but if we go to the upstairs, this is where it would really come in handy for especially a server. So if you go in here, you have lots of furnaces to use, chest, and you can set your permissions. But there's also beds, so if somebody's just starting out, they could have a place to sleep, plus some chests to use. So each specific bed, so this would go with this bed, and this chest would go with that bed. You get the point. So each person could have an area just to start off in. And of course, you have the big beds here for like couples, and the double chest. So, isn't that kind of cute? I think it's so cute, and I think it would be really cool to start off a world with this. All right, but let's start taking a look at the recipes we're going to need. So first of all, we have stone, and you can compress it and make compressed stone. That's actually what these blocks are here. I do have the blocks up above of what each of these are, so you can see what they look like. Next, we have the double compressed. So you take 9 of the compressed stone and you make double compressed stone, which again, these are fabulous blocks just for building too. And then we have triple compressed. So 9 of the double compressed makes a triple compressed, and that just looks pretty awesome, right? Then for glowstone, take 9 glowstone and you get a compressed glowstone. And then once again, take your compressed glowstone and to a double compressed glowstone. That one looks kind of cool too. Not my favorite, but it looks kind of cool. Then we have dirt compresses. You have compressed dirt, and then take that compressed dirt and make double compressed dirt. Then we have obsidian compresses. So we have compressed obsidian. That just looks kind of cool, right? And then again, 9 of those makes a double compressed obsidian. Then we have a phasic block. So it's 8 stone surrounded by an ender pearl. And that is pretty cool, but it's actually used in some recipes too. Now this one, you may be wondering, it's actually there. You just can't see it. See, if I try to go there, it's not going to let me. It's really there. It's a boundary block. So it's invisible, becomes visible when receiving a redstone signal. So that's the only time you can see this one. But it is 8 glass surrounded by an ender pearl. I thought it looked pretty cool and visible. Obviously, this is what it's going to look like visible. I like it. Then we have paper lanterns. So paper, a stick, and a torch makes this really cool paper lantern. And it has that torch right there in the middle. And yes, it does put out light. Then we have some glass stairs made in a traditional stair recipe, but with glass. And of course it makes 4. And look at that. That's kind of cool, right? And then glass slabs. And unlike the traditional recipe, this is 2 glass on top of each other, and it'll give you 2 slabs. Then you can also make dirt. Oh, well, I was wondering why that looked funny. That looked funny because the dirt took over, the grass took over and made this grass ones. So dirt, you can actually make walls. 6 together, I'll give you 6, and that looks like so. And then you can also do the same with grass blocks and make grass walls. But like I just showed you, be forewarned, it will turn the dirt ones into grass ones. So beware of that. Then you can also make slabs. 3 dirt will give you 6 dirt slabs. Again, that overtook because it took me so long to set this up. So that's what it actually looks like. And then the same for grass, and it'll make grass blocks. And guess what happened here? You can also do stairs and it will take over. So stair recipe with dirt for stairs, and same with the grass slabs and the grass stairs. So this is a recipe we're going to need for some of our schematics. So first of all is bricks. You're going to take 9 bricks and it'll create a pile of bricks. Then you're going to take 9 of those pile of bricks and it'll make a pallet of bricks. And even for building, they kind of look cool. You can make a cool construction area look out of them. That and these logs here. So any kind of logs, you need 9 of them and it'll make a bundle of timber. But if you see the recipe, it's any kind of log. And then if you take 9 of the bundles, it'll create a heap of timber. And it's a little bit bigger. And then if you take 9 of the heap bundles, it'll make a ton of timber, which looks really cool. And of course is a little bit bigger. Then we also need this compressed chest. Now this you cannot use for anything else. You can't even set it down. Same with this over here. But it is 8 chests surrounded by an ender chest, and it is strictly for recipes. Then we have, if you put 9 paper lanterns together, it makes a string of lanterns. This is just for recipes. And if you put 9 of those strings together, it'll give you a coil of lanterns, which again is for recipes. All right, let's get rid of these. Now we have some tools that are actually added. A specific sword, which is a swift blade, and it can be made out of all the different types of material. The wood is only 3 attack damage, 4.5 attack speed, but it looks kind of cool. Look at that. Kind of looks like a cool little cutlass, right? And like I said, in all the different materials. So you have your stone, which is 4 damage and 4.5 speed. You can do iron, which is 5 attack damage, 4.5 speed. Diamond, which is 6 damage and 4.5 speed. Gold, which is 3 damage, 4.5 speed. Obsidian, which is 6 damage and 4.5 speed. And netherite, which is 7 damage and 4.5 speed. But then we can also make sickles. So you can cut grass, flowers, and leaves with ease with this. Now these are handy, even a wooden one. So if I take myself out of creative real quick, and we go over here. Look at this. It does multiples at once with both leaves. So quickly get rid of the leaves in the area and the grass, since it does multiples at once. Look how fast that is. And that's just the wooden one. And even doing all those, we're not even a third of the way down. As you can see, it does multiples of that type in the area. Beautiful, right? Talk about a quick way of getting rid of stuff. And again, that is just the wooden one. So doing it with the other ones would be even better. All right, so this one is 2 damage, 1.6 speed. The stone one is 3 damage, 1.6 speed. Gold is 2 damage, 1.6 speed. Iron is 4 damage, 1.6 speed. Diamond is 5 damage, 1.6 speed. And netherite is 6 damage, 1.6 speed. Okay, so now we're going to start getting into the actual schematics. One other thing I wanted to show you, but there is no really recipe for these, is something it adds is crates. So it's not something you can make at the moment yourself, but there's crates of beets, egg, potatoes, and carrots. Yeah. All right, so this one can sometimes be added when you first start a world. This is the starting house. Now, it is a crafting table, clock, furnace, 2 compressed stone, a bed, and 3 bundles of timber if you make it yourself. However, a lot of these are completely configurable, including you can have it where you start off the world with a starter house. Of course, we only need one of these. So let's go see what this one looks like. We're going to do it here, and we're going to take over this because I want to show you how it will destroy stuff that's here. So we're going to do it on this block right here. Again, you can add chests. It's all completely configurable. Excuse me, configurable. You can choose the color of your bed, all different colors. You do the basic house, ranch style, and I will show each of these: loft style, hobbit style, desert style, snowy style, desert style 2, subaquatic style, modern style, camping style, and back to the basic house. And then, of course, your grass color, you can also change to glass color. It almost sounded like grass, so I wanted to make sure that was clear. All right, and then you can actually add chest contents. And again, these are all configurable in the mod configs. So we can preview. It's going to show us, so we can fly. Well, you would probably walk around, but it'll show you how much it's going to overtake. So if I wanted to change where it was based off that, I could just simply left click and then move to where I want to put it instead. So instead, if I wanted to put it here, change my bed color, say to purple, my favorite. All right, let's build this. Makes a cool little construction noise, which I love. And here is your house. So it gives you a little garden area with each of the starter houses, so you can automatically get started with everything you need. Isn't this so cute? So let's take a look. We have our simple bed, we have chest, and again, you can choose whether they have content or not. So only one of them would have content, but if you choose the content, this is what it would have in it. Basic little stuff to get you started. Isn't that great? And then you have your bed. Now you can set your spawn point, but it also has where it builds all the way down. Let's go down a little bit faster. It's not working. I forgot I don't have the mod in to make me go faster. But one of the cool things is, this is all it creates, right? But then you can go out from here and create your mine shaft. But it puts whatever it took out into this chest down here, including if there was ores. Isn't that awesome? All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, let's do the next one. I just built an area. All you have to have is a block in order to place it on. So now we're going to do the ranch style house. I'm going to leave everything else the same. It's going to do everything the same. And you can choose whether you want it to build that mine shaft or not. But this is the ranch house. Again, beautiful. If we come in here, we can set our bed. It has the mine shaft all the way down. And again, it would have the contents in the bottom one here. Super, super cute. And like I said, they each have an area to build a farm. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, now we're going to do loft style. And again, we could preview, make sure we're not cutting off anything we don't want. And build. There we go. This one's really cool. It has a little nether feel to it. Even has a little upstairs storage area. I like this one. This one's really cute. And again, you have your mine shaft down. Simple place to get started. All right, let's take a look at the next one. I forgot to show you the little farm on the side of this one. All right, the next one is the Hobbit style. And again, we just want to make sure we're not cutting off there. We're good. So, build. I like this one a lot too. I've used this one before and it has the cute little farm there. And then if you come in here, you actually go down. Here's your chest, and then your furnace and crafting bench, and of course your bed. Very cute. Okay, next one is the desert style. I've already checked everything, so if we build it, this one we have our stuff out front, and it does place sandstone underneath, so it's not going to destroy all this sand when it builds it, which is nice because as you see, I built mine in water. All right, so this one has everything laid out here. It's kind of, you know, that desert temple style, but it's super cute. And of course, you know, the mine shaft for this one, it's usually in between your furnace and crafting bench if you're looking for it. All right. Super cute, right? Look at the top of this and the back. Desert temple pyramid style. I love it. Next one we have is the snowy style. I think this one's super cute. So you can choose them based off the biome you're in, which is always really nice. And this one is even covered, so your crops won't be covered with snow. So you won't have to worry about that part. And then, of course, the chests are laid out a little bit different in this one. And your mine shaft down is right there. I love that there's so many different choices based off your biome. All right. Next one we have is Desert Style 2. And that one does not place stuff underneath, so you have to be careful. Okay, I remade this one, but I did build a platform under it. All right, so this is the Desert Style 2, which of course is very, very different and super, super cute. Look at this. And even your stairs up here is so different. And instead of the chest, you have barrels. But still super cute. It even has the smokestack effect. You have your cactus and your garden over here. And it's beautiful. And I'm picking up stuff because as it built the new ones, it kind of dropped everything that it had previously. Okay, for the next one, we're going to do it a little bit different because it's a subaquatic one. So, let's see if we preview this one here. Still not touching that. So we are going to go ahead and build this. And the reason why we want it down a little bit, because you see there is this coral down here. So let's go ahead and build it. Look at that. I think this one is one of the coolest. I want to put water on top. Okay, so maybe this one is supposed to be all the way underwater. That's interesting. So let's try it a little bit deeper before we take a look. Okay, so for this one, we're going to try it actually down in the water. Okay, it's fully in the water. So this one we're going to put right here. So this is it fully immersed in the water, which is really cool. And of course, we get this kelp here because, well, it removed it. So if you do it out of water, this is what you're going to have. Kind of a watery mess everywhere. So I'm not sure I would do that. I would probably do it completely underwater. And let's see. How do we actually get in here? Okay, funny, but this one actually took me a minute to realize how you're supposed to get in. So you're supposed to go down here and come up through the water. And that's how you get into your aquatic base. So pretty cool. And then of course your bed, your chest, your furnace and crafting bench. And if we go down here, there's the little area before the mine shaft, which would be down here. But before that, down here is our farm that is safe from all the water. Good luck expanding that though. All right, so down here, this is supposed to be your front yard, I guess. All right, on to the next one. Okay, next we have the modern style. And this one looks really cool. You got a little bit bigger farm here, and this one, the mine shaft is different because you actually go here in the front. But if you go inside, it even is decorated a little bit differently, giving it that, well, more modern style. I think this one's really cool because it's fully decorated and you can definitely tell a lot of work went into this one. Let me know what you think. Okay, last for the starter houses is the camping style. And as it suggests, it's real simple. It looks kind of like a tent. You have your little farming area here, your little crafting and storage area here, the campfire, and you can sleep here in your cute little tent. But I don't know if I'd like this one because it's completely open, and talk about letting mobs in. This one, the mine shaft is right there in case you missed it. All right, let's start taking a look at some of the other fabulous builds you can do with prefab. Okay, now we have an instant bridge. It is 3 of the double compressed stone and 6 torches. Let's go. This one is highly configurable and makes some pretty cool things. So say we wanted a bridge over there. We click here. It's going to tell us we can make a bridge, right? But it actually has a lot of different things. You can choose how long your bridge is, from 25 all the way up to 75. You can also choose how high it is. So if you want the basic 3, you can go to 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 8. And you can choose whether you want a roof included or not. So if you want a basic bridge, we can preview, and it'll just build the bridge with the torches. Or if we want with the roof and preview, that is what the 3 high would be. And then go all the way up to 8 high. And we're just going to go ahead and build that one. 8 high, in my opinion, is a little bit tall, but I just prefer mine to be just so. But then you have a nice bridge, and if it's not far enough for you, like so, you can come back and build another one. So say we want to keep it exactly the same. You could just continue on for as long as you need to. Very nice. Next up, we have what's called the moderate house, which is made by putting 3 of the blueprints for the starting house together. We're just going to continue on and put them on the opposite side. Starting with this one. Alright, so you have spruce house, acacia house, earthen home, jungle house, nether house, mountain house, acacia house 2, and back to spruce house. So we're going to go through these again, starting with spruce house. Now, maybe I should make it a little bit further out, but we will for the next ones. All right, so this is the spruce house. Of course, they are going to be bigger, hence why it takes 3 of the blueprints. So that has a bedroom there. Of course, you have your chest here, and then if you go upstairs, has a cute little area with a table and some bookshelves. You can go out here. It includes the spruce trees. You have your ladder up to the very top. And it just has some storage stuff here. So this would make a really cool storage room or whatever you want to turn it into. And of course, a much bigger farm. And it has your tree farm completely set up so you know where to replant your trees. Very nice. Next one we have is the acacia house. Again, this one you only get choices for your bed color, but then you can add chests, build mine shaft, and add chest contents. So these are a little bit bigger, so we have to go a little bit further out. But if we preview, in the preview here, you can see we actually didn't go far enough. We need to scoot over a little bit because it's going to cut into our other house and we don't want that to happen. Okay, I had to move over quite a bit. So let's build this one. Yes, it goes over really, really far. But this is the acacia house. Again, you got a bigger farm. Go in here. More beautifully decorated. This one has the stairs to go down to the basement, where you have this really cool setup with your furnaces and your chest, and all this huge open space. And then we could also go upstairs and you just have room for whatever you want to put up there. The next one is the earthen home, and this is why I recommend preview, because you can see this one is not quite as big. We don't have to go over quite as far. So let's build it. Here we have the farm inside, which is quite a bit different. And then if we go down, we have our area with the storage. This one even includes a nice little armor stand and a cauldron. Very, very cute. And of course, in all of these, they also have the mine shaft, as long as you have that option selected. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Next up is the jungle house. This one is also not as wide, so again, I recommend preview. But this one is pretty cool. It has a tree house. So if we go in here, our mine shaft goes down, but you'll notice we have to go up. And the way we go up is through the vines. So you have your platform here, just a little viewing platform, and then you go up a little bit further. You have your farm here, which is really nice because it surrounds the whole tree, and I like that. And then if you go up further, then you have your actual house. Cool little balcony to overlook everything. You have your chest and everything that you need. And then if you go up further, you just have more storage area, which is nice. And again, it seems in some of the larger homes, you have the armor stands, which would come in very handy. Next up is the nether house. This one is right up my alley. I love the design of this one. We're just going to fly around this one. Look at that. Whoops. Now we're up in the tree. Look at that. Very dark, nethery style. I love it. All right, and if we go inside this one, we have even more of our work tables that we're going to need, including the stone cutter, cartography table, the grindstone, the blast furnace, the smoker. This is awesome. Little OP to some, maybe. And of course, our farm in here, perfectly lit up. And down here is where we would find our mine shaft. Let me know what you think. This one is definitely really, really cool, but a little bit on the OP side since you get so much of the tool benches that you would need. Next up, we have the mountain house. And this one kind of looks like you're going to build it inside of a mountain. So this is probably the use you're going to use the most out of this, is you're going to come up to the front of a mountain and build it into it. At least that's what I personally would do with this one. All right, let's take a look at the mountain house. And again, you have more of your work tables, which is really cool. A little bit OP sometimes. Your bed over here, and then if you go up the ladders, here is your farm, including some lily pads. Very, very beautiful. And of course, there's your mine shaft. I love it. Next up is the beautiful Acacia House 2. And this one is a little bit wider, so make sure you do that preview. This one, again, has it's very, very similar to the first Acacia House, only, well, bigger. So this one has the beautiful farm out front, has the glowstone area, so you can have your acacia trees out here. You go under the stairs, you even have areas for your animals already laid out for you. But then if we go upstairs into the house, with the beautiful patio, I might add. But then we go in here and we have barrels and chests and everything for our storage, multiple beds, more of the workstations. And then if we go up to the very top, we have a partial enchanting area set up. At least that's what I would do here. But I love it. It's very beautiful. That is the last of the moderate houses, so let me know which one is your favorite. Beautiful moderate houses. Next up, we have a bulldozer. Now this requires a lot of diamond tools, 3 diamond pickaxes, and 3 diamond shovels to make the bulldozer. Now it does need to be imbued with the power of earth and magic. Try combining the triple compressed stone in an anvil. All right, so if we take one out and we combine it in an anvil, this does take 4 enchantment cost, but it will make it all shiny like so. Now, powered with the strength of earth and magic, you can believe a large area can be cleared. Now, there is actually a creative version of this also, and so you can also do that. But of course, that is only in creative. So where are we going to bulldoze? Well, we already have a place in mind because what did we do? Well, we built this out of water. And that should have been a big no-no. So let's see. It will, when you click on wherever, it'll say this item will clear out a 16 by 16 by 16 space and provides the drops from each block. The area cleared will be in the direction you are facing. Now, there is no preview for this, so make sure wherever you click, you know where you're clearing. So we're going to do it here. And just like that, it took out that area, but we still have this over here. So if we wanted to do it specifically, we could go, okay, we want to clear this area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be right in the middle. So let's do it 1 over. And as you can see, it took all of that out. Now, of course, it provides all the drops like it said it would. So anything you clear out now, you can also use it more realistically. And you do get a couple uses out of this, but you can use it more realistically in something like this if you want to clear out a space to build. It will simply clear it all out for you. And the fantastic thing is it does give you your blocks. So it's expensive, of course, to build, but it's more of your time versus getting lots of diamonds. Your choice. Next up, we have a machinery tower. This takes 3 powered rails, a string of lanterns, and a triple compressed stone. And we're going to place this one back here. This one you can only choose your glass color because it does not include a bed. But again, you can still preview and see how it's going to go. Now this is really cool because, well, it gives you an area to put all your machines or stuff that you're doing. Of course, if you use a minecart, then it can help you transport stuff from the top to the bottom, but it gives you a big, empty, lit up space. It does not have the minecart in here, of course, but it has it all set up. So that's all you would have to add. It's just a big, fantastic way. Plus you can go up the ladder here. This is the way I would probably use it the most, is putting minecart with a chest and just, woo, there you go. And it sends all your supplies up to the top for whatever it is that you are working on. Okay, now we have the defense bunker. This is 5 blocks of iron, 3 in the bottom, 2 up here at the top, 2 triple compressed stone, a double compressed obsidian, and a coil of lanterns. Let's go build one of these. Okay. This is exactly what it says it is, a defense bunker. So it's made out of quite a bit of different materials. There's little obsidian areas here that you can go in and hide. This would be really, really handy if you're playing on a server especially and you need a PvP type area or you're fighting lots of mobs. But then you can also go inside here, a little bit more sturdy with the iron doors, and then go up the ladders. Have a little base here. And of course, these are all trap doors, so you can even open them, shoot out. Same with the different levels. And then, of course, at the very top, you can shoot out the top here or just observe. Very nice. Okay. If you're still here and enjoying, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can see when all the new videos come out, because I think we're going to have to make this part 1 of 2. Because we're only here and we have all these to go. Yeah, that's right. We have a lot more to go. So here's what I'm going to do. This is going to be it for this video. I underestimated exactly how long this was going to take. And I know you guys like the somewhat shorter videos. So even though I'm putting chapters in, we're going to have to do a part 2. I was really trying not to, but yeah, this is going to be a super long video if I don't. So I will have part 2 out this week, so don't worry, it won't be too far. But I will also have it linked to each other and put them in a playlist for you. So if you want to see part 2, definitely leave a comment down below. All right, until next time, this is Lava Temptress. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate any feedback, comments, all your beautiful stuff. Leave that down below. Till next time, this is Lava Temptress. Don't get burned.